Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're all doing so well. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Cameron Diaz basically being very sexualized, sexualized over her movies, and yeah, I'm going to be talking about that. I'm also going to be talking about Sydney Sweeney as well, being very sexualized. But that will come up later. So first, let's get into it. But before we do, please remember to like and subscribe, because it'll mean so much to me. So yeah, let's get into it. So Cameron Diaz, she's known for quite a few things. I mostly know her for playing Princess Fiona from Shrek, because that one, she's not sexualized. She isn't sexualized as someone. Yeah. But her character in Shrek is very woman power and all that. And that's what I love. So yeah. So I only see her and think of her in that way and as who she played as that character. So yeah. But in most movies, if you search up Cameron Diaz movies and all that, you would see that most of them are very sexualized, because she was in The Mask and her character was very, yeah, it was all it was all very yeah, I'm not gonna go into it because yeah, I don't know how to say it. She was wearing very provocative outfits, and I guess she was kind of treated very provocatively. I mean, also Cameron Diaz, throughout her movie career. But yeah, I got to be honest, I do feel bad for her in a way, because that is how her career went. She didn't yeah, she didn't kind of be hey, I want to stop this. I don't like it. I hate being sexualized. I hate how people kind of come up to me and kind of sexualize me, and it's very weird, and I want to stop this. I feel like she so could have done that, and I would have been okay, well, I can't speak. Anyway, I would have gone, well, this is great. You finally spoke up. Well done. And so now, anyway, so yeah, Cameron Diaz now is not doing much, because I think she's just not doing movies anymore. She's I've really had enough of this. But I think she is doing Shrek, because there was that Shrek 5 trailer, but I don't know if she is actually doing it. She may have just got someone else to voice who's a similar type of voice, but who knows. Also, she was in other movies. I haven't seen literally all her movies, because I don't want to see her in a sexualized way. But most of her movies, she was in a movie called Bad Teacher, where basically the film of that was changing your, yeah, it was basically about her basically changing her, yeah, I can't say it because YouTube will take this down. So yeah, her chest area. And I was and during this movie I was oh no, this is no. I was just shaking my head yeah, no. So yeah, and it's, yeah, and most of her movies, I can't remember what some of her movies was one called What Happens in Vegas. I haven't seen that movie, but I can imagine what it's like, kind of how like how, yeah, just very sexualized on her. She also did one with, oh, what was his name? They were in both two movies, but they were in Bad Teacher, and I can't remember his name. Is it Jason Segel? Is that his name? I don't know. The person that voiced Vector from Despicable Me. You see, you see, for me, my mindset is looking at like children's movies and not very like sexualized movies. That's how I kind of see celebrities as, because I don't want them to just, I don't want people to I don't want to see them as like yeah. This is really hard to explain. Anyway, yeah. Um yeah. I think I think it was Jason Segel. It may have been someone else, but they did one called Snook's Tape. I think that's the name of it. I haven't watched that one either. But yeah, all her movies, literally most of her movies, I mean, all been sexualized. All of them. Also, you as a viewer are probably wondering, why are you talking about this and why does it matter and blah 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 and all that. Well, it's because this is kind of like a serious topic, and as the one I'm going to get onto Sydney Sweeney in a moment, because they both have a similar thing. They are both sexualized. Like, let's look at something for a second. Has been sexualized, is being sexualized. You see, those two are so similar. Like, okay, yeah. So now time to talk about Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney. There we go. Sorry. So yeah, she has been in a few movies, and she's also been in a TV show where she has been sexualized. So yeah, she has been, I can't remember the name of the TV show, but like she was in Anyone But You, mainly Euphoria, that's what she's known for, and also The Housemaid. So yeah, I mean, she is very brand new, but what she could do is just be like, hey, I know people are like knowing me for this, and yeah, but I don't want to be sexualized and I don't want to do this type of acting anymore. I would rather go on to do kids shows instead, but even though the parents would probably know her from the past shows and probably like not want the kids to like watch. So yeah. Um yeah, so yeah, this is like kind of a big issue, but it's just like it's mainly like, I'm gonna go back to Cameron Diaz now. So it's kind of just mainly like, so like disappointing of how Cameron Diaz didn't like say anything. She's just like, I don't think she said anything, but I think she mainly hated it, saying that like, oh, I don't like being sexualized and on like camera. I Sorry, I thought I thought a fly came into my room for a second. Anyway, yeah. That's my train of thought. Yeah. She was like, I don't like being sexualized. I want to stop being sexualized. I'd rather do something else. Like, even though she did do Shrek and she did amazing on it, and she wasn't really sexualized, she was definitely like, girl power, woman power, definitely all that type of stuff. And that's kind of what I like, because she definitely didn't like reject the offer of Shrek, and like yeah, she didn't reject it, and just like sticking to one thing she's like known as, and like being sexualized like for all her like types of characters. That's one thing I kind of did like about her, is that she did, yeah, like I said, that she definitely did do Fiona in Shrek. The one thing I really hope for Sydney Sweeney is that she sees this, realizes that she doesn't want to do this anymore. Like, she doesn't want to be very sexualized on camera and doesn't want to be like, that type of person. And I really hope she just kind of sort of thinks, you know what, I might just start to do kids sort of thing. And I know, like I said before, like the parents may be a bit worried, and they may not allow their children because like the reputation she may have because of those like sexualized films. Like I'm gonna say this again, similar to Cameron Diaz. So it's that thing, but then again, she could be doing like the same sort of thing as, like, she may do the same thing of like go to like a children's show. Like, I don't know if she's been in like a children's show before, like film or something, but I feel like she may go down that route, and she may do a sort of like, oh, I'm like the new Cameron Diaz, this is me, that sort of thing. So yeah, but I don't really want that for Sydney Sweeney. I just kind of like, I mean, she can do what she wants. Like, they both can. It's like their life. They can do whatever movie they want. But I would really strongly advise they just like, they like do something different. Like, they like, you know, set their reputation a bit more. I mean, Sydney Sweeney, she sets her reputation a bit more better. Also, same with Cameron Diaz, but I don't know if she'll be still making any movies because I don't think I've seen her in anything recently. So yeah, yeah, it's that sort of thing of, oh, I wish they both like sort of changed their perspective for their movies. So yeah. Anyway, that'll be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to please like and subscribe because it'll mean so much to me. Thank you so much. Goodbye.